What is up everyone on YouTube, and today we'll be showcasing blooming Lidica in arena offense today. Honestly, I'm not too impressed with her. She doesn't seem too strong. She's very reliant on other units because of the fact that she kind of needs another unit or two to go before her to actually activate her S2, so she can push back enemies with her CR pushback from her artifact and then actually get her S3 off, which it's a very powerful skill, don't get me wrong. This S3 can one-shot slow units like ML Landy and stuff like that. But not really useful after that. She doesn't really do anything except try to stun units. And a lot of units have high effect resist, so they will resist this anyways. And without soul burns, this is pretty hard to land at 40%. However, her design is great and she is fun to use. I just think that she's not that broken. I think Smilegate is very scared of releasing another super strong unit because of like Abyss Lufine and also ML Landy, but I'm kind of surprised that she's not as strong as the other limited such as like Lethe or Ocean Breeze Lilica. But she might get a buff, so you never know. I think that if they see that a lot of people complain and that a lot of people think she's weak, she might get a buff. Same with how Biblis got one like right away, so maybe she'll get a buff in the future, but for now I'll showcase her. She's going to be really good in debuff comps. Obviously you want a unit to go before her, put a debuff up, and then attack. So she'll be very good with units like Conqueror Lilias because she can S3 and then S1, and then this will trigger Blooming Lidica's S2 Thorn Vine right away. Also very good with Nakwhol because of the same reason. She can S3 and then S2 a unit, and this will proc it. So you're going to see how good she can be in arena offense with those openers. For her build, you're going to want to run her on a decently fast build. The only stats she really needs is speed and health because of the fact that her S3 will scale with max HP, and the faster speed drawer, you'll do more damage with it, and you just want to one-shot a unit with your S3. But you can also go some defense, and effectiveness is up to you. I have some effectiveness because I want to actually land this CR pushback, and I also want to actually land this unbuffable and decrease buff duration against knights that have 100% effect resist, like Icarina, SCROL, and stuff like that, because you never know if they're on 100% effect resist or not, but usually they are. And speed set and health set will probably be the best for her. You can also run her on effectiveness set, and aiming for speed and health benchmarks, I think anything above like 250 speed should be fine. 260 speed. If you're going to plan to use her with 2 openers, you can even put her at like 240 speed. For health, you want at least 20k so she can actually kill units. So this is the first battle here. We're going to actually test her out with this team comp. I'm going to have Conqueror go first. One of the units she's very good with. S3, put up debuffs here. And then I will actually S1 AOL so she doesn't CR push. And this should proc this CR pushback. And the unbuffable disallows the skill nullity to go up. CR pushing, nice. And what I'll actually do here is I think I'll just S1 because I don't want to proc or CR push anyone else. And then we will S3 ML Landy, and this should one-shot if everything goes to plan. Adamant Shield doesn't work because it's not a crit, and we have no escort. There we go. And of course this unit will get the turn off, but doesn't matter. What I can actually do here is take this skill null off. Counter goes off here, and then I will just S3, and it's pretty much GG. This Avian will die, and I'll just clean up the fight. So you can kind of see Blooming Lidica's role. She's kind of like a bridge unit with like an opener, and she just one-shots the unit, and afterwards she kind of just does nothing but try to stun with souls. And fun to use, but I don't know if she's very good, you know. She seems like a decent unit, but I wouldn't say she's like super broken. And it's going to be very hard to use her in RTA because you need to draft pretty much completely around her. And she should die. Yeah, there we go. So that's the first battle with Blooming Lidica. So here, pretty much same situation. We're using a different team though. We have Nakwhol instead of Conqueror Lilias because, like I said, she works very well with Blooming Lidica. After this S3, I should be able to proc Blooming Lidica's S2. Get that off. S2 goes off. CR pushback, if possible. Looks like I didn't see her push back the AOL, but should be fine because I reset her. So what I'll actually do is seal the AOL here. Why, you ask? No real reason. Does get the silence off, but it is okay. We're just gonna see the damage. Yep, one shots the ML Landy here, and then I think I just S3 the Bellion, and they have no way to win, right? I don't think this kills though, does it? No, because mine is not that greatly geared. But now I'll just silence her, and then I will stun him, her, sorry. Even if that extra procs doesn't really matter, just S3. This will kill the airwall most likely. Almost. Do this. Ooh, it's a holy stack. But yeah, you can kind of see how Blooming Lidica kind of works, right? She needs an opener to go before her, like, almost all the time. And then what she actually does is she just, you know, one-shots a slow unit that is not super tanky, like a bruiser slow unit, like Abyssal Euphine, and like units like Navy Captain Landy, and even Lone Crescent Bolognas, she is very good against as well, if they are built pretty slow. It's really hard to get multiple S3s off, even in cleave teams, or especially in cleave teams rather, because yeah, you're not going to really be able to get that far without killing the enemy or either losing.
Don't ever ignore the power of someone.
And of course, because she can't crit on S3s and you're banking on her S3 damage, you're not going to build her on crit. Her S1 and S2 damage will be pretty pitiful, so most of her damage, or all of her damage, is in her S3 here. So here is the last battle. We're using Zio and Requiem Rowana cleave here now. So I'm going to S3 into the Pyro Captain's land, try to push her back. And then we'll reset with Requiem Rowana's S3. You can see the CR pushback here, and then I'll S3. Should be able to reset almost everyone. She's very high effectiveness. We actually do not reset the May Chloe, but let's see how much damage I can actually do to her, because I should be getting a lot of speed from her S2, right? Even if this doesn't kill, I have Vildred to Soldier and S3. Oh, it's very close. Now I can S3. There's skill nully now, so Apoc Ravi won't be able to clean me up. Yep, skill nully. And then I can just stun and do whatever. Counterattack. Nice. Now I can kill him, right? Right? Right, game? Another counterattack. Uh-oh. Yeah, and she's dead, even with those counters. She's a fun unit. She is very good in aggression and cleave if you have a team comp built around her, but outside of that, she doesn't seem that great. In standard comps, after you use your S3, she's kind of useless, to be honest, and a lot of the times, if you try to pick her, if this unit gets banned out, she kind of is useless in or your team is kind of useless in RTA because your team is kind of all revolved around her. But I think in Guild Wars offense and Arena offense, she can be decent. However, you have to keep in mind you need specific units built with her, which makes her pretty annoying to build, and she is also very difficult to build because you need very high speed and health, right? So if you are new to the game, you're going to find a lot of difficulties actually using her. So if you did pull for her, you probably will put her on the bench until you get better gear or until she gets buffed, which is pretty sad because her design is amazing. Thighs save lives, and kind of Smilegate did us kind of dirty. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this unit though down below. If you guys disagree with what I'm saying, also please let me know. I'm always open to your opinions, and I'll see you guys next video.